Thanks, Beth. So anyway, here's the meatball recipe. I multiply the recipe by 4. We're going to put the recipe online as well, or when we send you the video, we'll make the recipe in writing available to you. So multiplying it by 4, which makes about 75 to 80 meatballs. Start with 6 pounds of ground beef, and also, I've already put it in there, 1 cup of Parmesan cheese, okay? So 6 pounds of ground beef and 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. To that, we add 4 slightly beaten eggs. Yeah. 2 cups of breadcrumbs. And actually, we were using Italian breadcrumbs, and we got to the point where we didn't have them once, and we tried these panko crumbs, the seasoned panko crumbs, and I think we liked it better, so we used panko crumbs. But you can use Italian breadcrumbs or the panko crumbs. So that was 2 cups of breadcrumbs, 4 tablespoons of garlic. Now, garlic, being all different sizes and everything like that, 1 teaspoon of garlic weighs 2.8 grams. A tablespoon weighs 8.4 grams. So what I do is I just get a bunch of different garlic cloves and I weigh it because they're all different size anyway. So here it is. It's already been crushed, but this is fresh garlic. You want to use fresh stuff. Put that in. Okay. Now, we use less salt. The recipe that I originally started working with, we had 8 teaspoons of salt. I probably cut that in half. We're down to probably about 4 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, 4 teaspoons of dried oregano, and 8 teaspoons of dried parsley. And that's all in here. So I'm kind of mixing that all in together. I did that all in one fell swoop. So that's all those things I just mentioned. Let's see, then we got the chopped onions. So 2 medium-sized chopped onions, already chopped up, which is great. That's the worst part of the job, that and pressing the garlic. Well, actually making the meatballs is probably the worst part of the job. But, okay, so there you go. What else? We have 2 cups of milk. Put that in. And then we do pesto and Grey Poupon to taste. So for the recipe like this, I probably do a good tablespoon or so, maybe even a little bit more of each. So that's the Grey Poupon mustard, and then the pesto. We've actually got some gourmet pesto for once. Put a decent amount of that in, so. Okay, so there you go.
About 3 tablespoons or so?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably about 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Looks about right, I guess. Maybe a little less on the mustard. So then what you do is, my hands are already washed. You mix it by hand. One of the important things, you don't want to overmix it. You don't want to work it so much that it becomes so packed or dense or whatever. You kind of like to keep them a little bit light. A little air in there is not a bad thing. So you mix them by hand, and then after you mix them, what I do is I use this scale. I make balls of about 1 pound. I take 1 pound, weigh it, I split that in half, and then I've got 2 8-ounce balls. Split those in half. I've got 4 4-ounce balls, and then I split all those in half, and I get 8 2-ounce meatballs. So out of 1 pound of this mix, I'll get 8 meatballs. So, and I try to be somewhat precise with it, just so they're all pretty much even. After you do that, you put them on a baking tray, keep them from touching one another. So you may have to do a couple of baking trays. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees, put them on the tray, bake them for 25 minutes. Take them out, let them cool down to room temperature. They're going to be kind of like, some of the fat will run off, some of the cheese and stuff like that. Let them cool down, separate them again, take them away out of all that grease. You put them on another baking tray, kind of a little bit closer, take them and freeze them overnight once they cool down. Once you freeze them, you take them out, you separate them all, and you individually put them, that way they won't stick together. They're pretty easy to break apart because of all the grease. You put them in the freezer, and you've got 75 meatballs that you can use whenever you want to make
into
spaghetti
big
meatballs.
Ziplocs.
Yeah, in big Ziplocs. So what we'll do is, depending on how many people are eating, everybody gets 2 or 3 meatballs. Throw them in your favorite sauce. Heat them up before, while you're heating your sauce up, and then you make your pasta. It's awesome. So it's really a good recipe. I'm going to get in here and start mixing, but I don't know if you guys need to see that portion.
Maybe just a little. Say goodbye while you have your hands
All right,
free.
okay, I'll say goodbye. Here we go.
All right.
This is why I got my sleeves rolled up.
We'll end on this note.
Yeah, so there it is. And it's a wonderful recipe. You guys will love it.